What is up, guys? Cyber Dragon Corp here, and welcome back to another deck profile. Today I'm going to be showing you my semi-casual Cyber Dragon deck profile, Cyber Dragon Cyber Dark. If any of you have seen my first short, then you would know that my favorite card is the Cyber Dragon. The reason behind Cyber Dragon being my favorite card is because my first ever deck had one copy of Cyber Dragon, and back then I didn't really know a lot of the rules. All I knew was that special summoning was good, so Cyber Dragon was always in my deck. Even in the first tournament I went to, I just played 2 copies of Cyber Dragon because when I first started playing in tournaments, I didn't really know how the whole deck building aspect worked. So I just had a deck thrown together, a bunch of random cards. As you can imagine, they just killed me, like, instantly. Anyways, to start off this profile, I have 3 copies of Cyber Dragon Core. A must play 3 of if you're playing Cyber Dragons. Oh, that light is messing up the glare. Come on, fix the glare. That kind of works. Okay, next up I have 3 copies of Cyber Dragon. 3 core, 3 Cyber Dragon. This is seen in most Cyber Dragon decks. Cyber Dragon, everybody knows what this does. Just special summon itself if only your opponent controls a monster. So go second. Then I have 2 Hers. Now this is if this is sent to the graveyard, you search Cyber Dragon, so pretty good. Especially with my little surprise package in there. But then I have 2 Cyber Dark Claw. 2 instead of 3. I don't run cannon. And then I have 1 Chimera. Chimera to search Power Bond. Next up, I play 2 copies of Galaxy Soldier. Discard a light monster, special summon from hand, and then add another Galaxy monster from deck to hand. AKA summon this, add your other Galaxy Soldier, summon that. That's a quick Nova into a quick Infinity. That is the package of Cyber Dragon monsters for the Cyber Dragon combos. Next, I play 1 Cyber Deck Horizon, 2 copies of Power Bond, 1 Cyber Dark Realm. Now, the Cyber Dark Realm, you can search off of, you can just get your Cyber Dark Realm, play it, you get your Chimera from deck to hand, it automatically normal summons because normal summons it. Discard a spell, you get a Power Bond. And then because you activate Chimera's effect, you can fuse using cards from graveyard. Next up, I have 3 copies of Cyber Emergency. Pretty much a must-play in Cyber Dragon decks, because it searches all your Cyber Dragons. I do have 1 common, that's because I don't have another ulti. Not ulti, ultra rare. That's what I meant. I have 1 Rev System, 1 Reborn, 1 Super Poly, and 1 Called By. Oh, and 1 Feather Duster. Now, all these one-ofs, limited, I believe this is still limited. I believe all 3 of these are still limited. But the reason I only play 1 Super Poly is because I don't own a second copy. And the reason I play 1 Rev System is because I don't really ever need more than 1. I only ever really need the 1. And now for the surprise package that I'm sure no one was expecting. 2 Fallen of Albaz, 3 copies of Branded Fusion. Now, I've heard a lot of people saying that, oh, playing Branded Cyber Dragon doesn't work. It's really stupid. Don't do that. Don't do it. If you activate Branded Fusion, send Fallen of Albaz and a Cyber Dragon Hers as a light material. You search a Cyber Dragon. Yeah. If this card is sent to the graveyard, you can add 1 other Cyber Dragon from your deck or graveyard to your hand. Use this as a light material to summon Albion. I always opt for Albion over Lubellion, even when I was playing the pure branded. Pure branded. But because, like, I never really found myself needing to shuffle stuff back out of the deck, but this just helps overall because it does search you with Cyber Dragon and continue your plays off of 1 Branded Fusion. And you don't really need the Infinity the way that I play the deck. Infinity is more of the going first option. Now for the hand traps, I have 1 Ghost Sister and Spooky Dogwood, 2 Nibiru, 2 Ghost Bell, 2 Ash, and 3 Imperm. Imperm being the only trap in the deck, because it is technically a hand trap. But I would play the 1 Clockwork Knight, except I don't own a copy. Would make the deck a lot more consistent and a lot better, especially going second. Because you turn all your opponent's board into, like, machines and all that. Now for the extra deck, which for whatever reason is not in order. Oh, this is fine. Anyways, in the extra deck, I have 2 copies of Mirror Jade, the Iceblade Dragon. I have 3 copies of Albion, because Mirror Jade send Albion, Albion gets the search. 2 copies of Lubellion, even though I don't think I can summon it, unless I use both Fallen of Albaz, but then I just shuffle 1 back in the deck anyways with its effect. 1 Starving Venom for the Super Poly. But then I have all my Cyber Dragon extra deck cards, including Cyber Twin, 2 Rampage, 1 Fortress, 1 Mega Fleet, and then 1 Nova and 1 Infinity. I would play the 2 Nova, but, you know, I only really need the 1 when I do play it. So I believe those 15 cards. 15 cards, extra deck. Now, my side deck is missing 3 cards. They are currently in a different deck that I own. These 3 right here were supposed to be Dark Ruler No More. I do have 3 copies there in a different deck. I just didn't take them out. Then I also have 3 Dimensional Barriers. 1 Goes and Match, 1 Brand of Retribution, 1 Cyber Eltanin. Search off Emergency. 3 there can only be 1. And 3 multi-dimensional kaiju. So this deck is by no means like really competitive. This is more of like my semi-casual deck. I say as I have like so many hand traps in the main, but like that's why I say semi. It's more for friendlies. Okay, so I'm going to be showing 1 or 2 test hands using this deck. For the first one, I'm going to be going first. So I have a Core, Fallen of Albaz, Cyberdark Realm, Branded Fusion, threw my last card. Monster Reborn, okay. This will be interesting. I think I can make this work. Normal Summon Core to add a Cyber Speller Trap. Then you add Rev System. I'm going to hope I do this right, because if I don't, that's going to be pretty embarrassing. I will then activate the Branded Fusion in my hand, using hers as a light material. And I'm going to be using the Fallen of Albaz in my deck, so that I have the other Albaz in my hand, just in case I need it. I'm going to cut it right there. So those go to the graveyard. And then that will summon from my extra deck one of my 3 Albion. Albion's effect will activate. I will banish it and my Fallen of Albaz. Hit my camera. To summon Mirror Jade, the Iceblade Dragon. So this is already something that you can get rid of their cards. Now I can only fusion summon this turn because of Brand of Fusion, I believe. Yep, only fusion monsters and 1 Brand of Fusion per turn. So I'll be activating the Cyberdark Realm. This to search. Oh wait, well actually, okay, I missed this trigger a while ago, but I'm gonna do it anyways. This would add a Cyber Dragon. I can't believe I missed that trigger, especially after talking about it earlier. So we'll just say that I did that, because I probably wouldn't have missed that if I was playing an actual game. Where's the... Did I miss it? Cyberdark Chimera. Here he is. Cyberdark Chimera. There. And then I instantly get the normal summon off of this. Activate the effect of Chimera. I'm going to be discarding the Monster Reborn because Cyber Rev System and Monster Reborn are basically the same thing. And that will search one of my power bonds from my deck. And then because I did activate the effect, I actually get to use cards in my graveyard as fusion materials. I used to have an Eternity Dragon, which was pretty good for going first. But now I don't, so I'm going to have to decide. Rampage isn't great going first. Especially when I can only fusion summon. Oh, it is a big boy, though. So is Twin. You know, I'm not going to go for Rampage this turn, because I'm just going to activate Cyber Power Bond using the core on field, the Hers Engrave, and the Cyber Dragon in hand. You'll see why. And that will summon Rampage. Now, I'm not going to use the Destroy effect, but it is at 42,000, so that's a pretty big card to beat. Now I'm going to activate Cyber Rev System. Summon the Cyber Dragon. Now I only have one interruption because of how I did this. It's not great. This is why I said it's like semi-competitive, but like going first, this is basically my end board. There's only one interruption. So let's get to the going second. It's in a lot. I feel like it goes a lot better going second, especially because if you're playing, I've played this deck against a Cyber Dragon trap deck, and that was annoying. So Rampage could help, assuming they're not playing like Anti-Spell, or I think Lost Wind is also a problem. Can't remember. Sometimes you don't even see the Branded Fusion. I got really lucky there. It is just a nice way to get out the Mirror Jade, especially if it gets destroyed, then you just pop your opponent's entire field. So that's good. Okay. Cut the deck. Cyber Dragon. Galaxy Soldier. Cyber Dragon. Emergency. Super Poly. And I'm going second. Okay. So, draw for turn. Ghost, but that always happens to me. Okay, I'm gonna roll a dice. If it's an odd number, they don't have two darks. If it's an even number, they do have two darks. 3, so they do not have two darks on field. So that means Super Poly is dead currently, so I'm gonna set Super Poly. Then I have to get my emergency. Why are they always right next to each other? It's not on the top of the deck. Core. Now, because they control a monster, Cyber Dragon, special summon, normal summon my core. Probably shouldn't have done that. I probably should have kept the Cyber Dragon in hand. Yeah, I'm going to keep the Cyber Dragon in hand. So we'll just say normal summon that. I will use it to search Realm, because it is a cyber spell and trap. Spell over trap, not and trap. It's obviously a spell. Cut. No spells in hand. It's dead. Gonna activate. You know what? Instead of search, so because I don't have another spell in hand, I know I can't go into the fusion plays. So instead of searching this card, I would more likely go for Rev System. So I'm going to discard my Cyber Dragon to summon Galaxy Soldier. Galaxy Soldier will search. A Galaxy Soldier. Discard my second Cyber Dragon to summon my other Galaxy Soldier. Activate Rev System to summon Cyber Dragon. Now, I'm going to roll another dice. Evens, they do have a monster next to Monster Zone. Odds, they do not. Okay. Evens, they do. So, I'm going to use my Cyber Dragon Core and their monster next to Monster Zone for Mega Fleet. Right here. Then I'm going to Xyz summon Nova. Then I'm going to detach one material to summon Cyber Dragon from my grave. Yeah, I have two. One on the far, one on the... And then I'm going to overlay the Nova to make Infinity. Probably could make another Nova if I had one right here because I have these two on field, but I do not. And I don't have a fusion spell. But what I could do is just, like, send these three to make an even bigger Chimera Tech Fortress. We'll just say I do that, sure. Why not? Now I have the negate and the big boy. But like I said, deck's not insane or anything. It's just like a nice little deck I like to play for fun. And I have my Super Poly plus Ghost Bell in hand in case they summon two darks. Anyways, guys, I hope you enjoyed this deck profile and test hands. I did misplay a couple of times, but you know, who doesn't misplay at one point or another? I will see you all in the next video. By the way, look out for my newest shorts. I will be opening Synchro until I open Baron to Floor. I will try to post every day, but there may be a few days where those shorts don't upload. Right now, I have up until Saturdays completed, so be sure to look out for those. See you all in the next video. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Corv out.